Here is a simple story of a woman who was caught in the act of adultery. She was brought to Jesus for condemnation, but his act amazed them and left them speechless. The prostitute Jesus saved. In the early hours of the morning, the sun was just rising over the city of Jerusalem. Jesus had gone to the temple to teach, and a crowd had already gathered around him, eager to hear his words. As he spoke, a sudden noise broke through the calm. A group of men, Pharisees and teachers of the law, came rushing into the temple courts. In the middle of them was a woman, trembling and ashamed, barely able to lift her eyes. They had caught her in the act of adultery. They dragged her before Jesus and threw her to the ground. "Teacher," one of them said with a voice full of pride and accusation, "this woman was caught in the very act of adultery. The law of Moses says we should stone her. What do you say?" The question was a trap. They were not truly concerned about justice. They wanted to trick Jesus, hoping he would say something they could use against him. But Jesus did not answer immediately. Instead, he bent down and began writing with his finger in the dust on the ground. The men continued to press him, demanding an answer. Then, Jesus stood up and said something that stopped them in their tracks. He looked at them and said, "Let the one among you who has never sinned throw the first stone." Then he bent down again and kept writing in the dust. Silence fell over the crowd, one by one. From the oldest to the youngest, the accusers began to walk away. Their hands dropped the stones they had picked up, and their feet turned from judgment. They remembered their own wrongs, the lies, the pride, the hidden sins they had never confessed. Soon, no one was left but Jesus and the woman. He stood up and looked at her. She was still trembling, her heart racing. "Woman," he said gently, "where are your accusers? Has no one condemned you?" She looked around, surprised. The men were gone. "No one, Lord," she said in a soft voice. Then Jesus said, "Neither do I condemn you. Go, and sin no more." This story, found in John 8 verses 1 to 11, is one of the most powerful examples of mercy and grace in the Bible. It shows that while people may be quick to judge, God looks deeper. Jesus did not excuse the sin, but he chose forgiveness over punishment. He reminded everyone that no one is without sin, and that love, mercy, and change are always possible.